Starches have the capacity to undergo the processes of gelatinization, gel formation, retrogradation, and this dextrinization. So although some of these processes are more useful than others, this capacity makes them so valuable in food preparation. So first, gelatinization. So it occurs when starch granules are heated in a liquid. So the increased volume and gumminess associated with gelatinization radically changes the texture of many foods. So factors influencing gelatinization. So gelatinization is dependent on several factors. It includes water, temperature, the timing, the stirring, and the acid, the sugar, the fat, and the protein. So when we say water, there should be a sufficient water available for absorption by the starch. Temperature, it should be above 133 degrees Fahrenheit to 167 degrees Fahrenheit. So the timing, heating beyond the gelatinization temperature decreases viscosity. Okay, stirring. So stirring during the early formation of the starch paste or the gelatinizing starch mixture is required in order to assure uniform consistency and to prevent lumps from forming. Acid. So a pH below 4.0 decreases the viscosity of a starch gel. Any acidic fruit juices should be added to pie fillings or salad dressings after gelatinization has occurred. Okay? Sugar. Sugar competes with starch for available water. It delays the onset of gelatinization and increases the required temperature. Okay, fat or protein. Fat or protein delays gelatinization by coating the starch and preventing it from absorbing water. Okay, next we have the gel formation. So gel formation, gelatinization must occur before the next step, which is gel formation. Okay, which is the same as gelation. So a fluid starch paste is a sol, whereas a semi-solid paste is known as a gel. So not all starches will gel, but among those that do, the gel forms after the gelatinized sol has been cooled, usually to below 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. Okay, next we have the retrogradation. So retrogradation, as the gel cools, bonds continue to form between amylose molecules, then retrogradation occurs. Okay. Next, we have the dextrinization. Another process characteristic of starches is dextrinization. So the result is an increase in what? Sweetness. Okay. Okay, so next we have sauces. Okay, Sauces are liquids that accompany the primary ingredient in a dish. So their purpose is to enhance the flavor of that ingredient, a portion of meat or fish or grain or vegetable, either by deepening and broadening its own intrinsic flavor. So, or by providing a contrast or complement to it. So the word sauce comes from a Latin root word of salsus, or sal meaning salt, which is the original concentrated flavoring. Pure mineral crystals from the sea. So in this chapter, sauces will be distinguished by whether they are thickened or unthickened and by their major unique ingredients. So the purpose of this section on sauces is to provide an overview of sauces along with their functions, discuss their basic ingredients and preparation methods. So functions of sauces in foods, first we have adding moistness or moisture to food. It adds flavor, it adds texture and body, especially to soups, and it adds appearance through their rich color and shine. Okay, so we have here the types of sauces. The major sauces used in food preparation are thickened sauces, including cheese sauce, white sauce, and some gravies. And unthickened sauces includes other gravies, hollandaise, and butter, fruit, barbecue, tartar, and tomato sauces. So most frequently condiments such as, we have, what is the most frequent used condiment? We have mayonnaise, relish, chutney, salsa, ketchup, mustard serve to same purpose, although they are not generally referred to as sauces. Okay, whether thickened or unthickened, sauces can be grouped into mother sauces and small sauces. Okay, so mother sauces, they are 5 groups of mother sauces, also known as grand, leading, or major sauces. So we have the bechamel or white sauce, the espagnole or brown sauce, the hollandaise sauce, tomato sauce, and the velouté sauce. Okay, so the mother sauces are also not usually used as sauces by themselves, but rather serves as the base for many other secondary or small sauces. Exemptions are for the tomato and hollandaise sauces. So examples of small sauces include cheese, cream, curry, mushroom, and shrimp. So thickened sauces, the ingredients of thickened sauces rely predominantly on the gelatinization of starches for their smooth texture. So there are 3 ingredients that serve as the foundation of a thickened sauce. Those are liquid, a thickening agent, and a seasoning or a flavoring. Liquid, any liquid can serve as the body of the sauce, but the most common are, first we have the white stock from chicken, second we have the brown stock from beef, milk plus white, clarified butter plus egg yolk, tomato juice or puree plus stock. Okay, so thickeners. One of the first steps in preparing a sauce is to add a starch thickener in the form of either a roux or the beurre mayonnaise, okay, or slurry. So first we have the roux, a method for getting starch into a sauce, and one that has been developed into a minor art of its own. So it is to preheat the starch separately in a fat to make what the French call a roux, from the word for red. The basic principle works with any form of starch or any fat or oil. So in the traditional French system, they cook carefully heats equal weights of flour and butter in a pan to one of 3 consecutive endpoints. So the mixture has had the moisture cooked out of it, but the flour remains white. So the flour begins to develop a light yellow color, which is also known as blonde, or the flour develops a distinctly brown color. So we have here the 3 types of roux that serves as the foundation in making thickened sauces. We have white, blonde, or brown. So variations in the heating times of the fat-flour combination cause the differences in the colors and flavors, with the most cooking producing the brown roux. Okay. Next, we have the beurre mayonnaise. So beurre mayonnaise is the butter and flour are not cooked. Also, unlike a roux, which is added to a sauce at the beginning, a beurre mayonnaise is whisked in bit by bit to an already simmering sauce until it reaches its desired thickness just before serving. So since a beurre mayonnaise is not cooked, it should only be used in a small amounts to prevent the taste of the sauce from becoming starchy and unpleasant. Okay, next we have the slurry. So the third type of thickener is a slurry. It is made by gradually mixing cold water, which will not cause the starch granules to expand, into either cornstarch or flour to make a thin liquid. So this slurry may then be mixed gradually into a simmering liquid sauce base. Under the simmering heat, the starch granules then expand and the sauce thickens. So slurry thickened sauce are inferior to raw thickened sauces. So because a slurry can leave behind a starchy taste, and the sauce that it has thickened will be less stable than other sauces. Okay, so we have the unthickened sauces. So sauces prepared without a starch or any other thickening agent are considered unthickened. Briefly discussed below are examples of unthickened sauces, such as some gravies and butter, fruit, tartar sauce, barbecue, or tomato sauce. So here is the first example, which is gravy. Gravy is made from the juices or drippings remaining on the pan after meat or poultry is cooked. So the drippings can be served thickened and with added seasonings as described previously, or unthickened, which is commonly referred to as au jus. So meaning in its own juice. Okay, so we have barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauces consist of tomato products and water juice or some other liquid as a base. Sugar, sauteed onions, vinegar, and seasonings or flavoring such as chili powder, pepper, salt, and dry mustard distinguish one barbecue sauce from another. So simmer all ingredients in a saucepan for 20 minutes. Next is the butter sauce. So the simplest butter sauce is plain melted butter, but many variations are possible. Okay, next we have the fruit sauce. Sauces based on sugar and fruit are relatively easy to prepare. Some fruit sauces are thickened by adding cornstarch or flour and briefly heating the concoction into the starch gelatinizes. Next, we have the tartar sauce. This sauce is prepared by adding chopped pickles, onions, capers, parsley, mustard, or shallots, or some combination of this to a mayonnaise base. No cooking required. Okay, next we have tomato sauce. As one of the mother sauces, tomato sauce is a popular base for many foods. Spaghetti sauce is one of the most common and familiar tomato sauces. Beef or chicken stock serves as the base, and a number of ingredients are added: chopped onion, tomato puree, tomato paste, canned or fresh tomatoes, cooked ground beef or poultry, and Italian herbs such as basil, oregano, sage, and marjoram. Okay? So that's it for our Module 5 in HMP 12. I hope you can watch this video and study well for our final examination. Thank you and good luck.